The following transmission by the Mella Collective is not invasive channeling. I am a sovereign soul, and I would never let any external being take over my body and voice. The Mella Collective consists of my galactic soul group that I communicate with through the sacred connection of our hearts through my higher self or soul, either in the form of telepathy or claircognizance. This galactic collective is of high frequency and simply offers invitations to see things from a different perspective, in all kindness, benevolence, simplicity, and humor. It also inspires our creative work and imbues the creations with the essence of the inspired messages and the high frequency they carry, and grounds them into the physical matter with loving intentions. Dear beautiful soul, do you know who you are? As always, we invite you to explore this question by going within yourself and listen to what is there. What you are is simply what you call the divine. Nothing less. We use that term divine because it is a word used on your planet, in your language, and it might be easier for many of you who still subscribe to what you call religions to understand that term. However, as you know, we do not necessarily subscribe to religions. And we only recognize Source as our creator, as creator source Imana. And this beautiful source of creation is you, and you are her, because you are a fractal of her, like everything else. Everything that has consciousness is a fractal of Source, and Source has created everything, with or without soul, consciousness, or sentience. Everything is Source. Obviously, this includes love, beauty, light, which are more positive elements, and let's use the word creative elements in the universes, in the cosmos. But obviously, she's also the creator of a more regressive, or let's say destructive, in quotes, contrast, which is fear and darkness, and which are essential, both of them, positive and regressive elements, are essential to create life, because it is the interaction between both that creates life and permits the growth and evolution of life, of souls. Because through contrast, you're able to understand what is love. By experiencing fear, you can finally understand what love is, and vice versa. However, today's message is not so much to talk or describe what Source Imana is, but mostly to remind you of your own Source nature as a fractal of her. Really, it's the same, because within you also lives contrasts. What you call your shadow is a contrasting element to help you understand who you truly are as love, beauty, and light. So as always, we encourage you and invite you not to be in denial of your shadow, but to embrace it by facing your shadow, what in your world you call doing shadow work. And when you're conscious of your shadow, you can see it in full consciousness. And you can act in a way where you have a balanced attitude regarding more positive and negative aspects of yourself. And we use these words positive and negative in quotes because obviously they're just two sides of one metal or of one coin, because they're essential to the creation of life. But beyond this message of you being a fractal of source and having both light and dark within yourself in balance, hopefully, we also wanted to remind you that if you are a fractal of source, thus source itself within you, you are amazing co-creators of your reality, co-manifestors of your reality. Maybe the events in your life, the abundance in your life in all kinds of forms, abundance of love, of financial means, of tools, of experiences, of energy. What we want to really focus upon today in our message, in reminding you that you are source as a fractal of source, is that it is crucial that you stop seeing yourself as a different, separate thing from source. For example, in your religious prayers, you might have been encouraged to say things like, please, source, give me this, give me that, help me with this, help me with that. Unfortunately, this perception of yourself regarding source, which is divisive and is making you believe that you are different from source, that you are apart from her, unfortunately brings you in a place where you have difficulty in co-manifesting the things you want to have. Because if you affirm to source that you are not source and you're asking her to give you what you want, then you take away from yourself that power of manifestation of being source, of incarnating her incredible light and power. You are source. Thus, you are the creator of your reality. And if you stop seeing yourself as a different entity than her, then everything will naturally flow in you the same way everything naturally flows in source and nature, because you are her. It might be just a question of how you name things or how you use words to describe yourself or your relationship to source. But as you know, words, as well as thoughts, intentions, and actions, are a form of spell, in quotes, because what you say is what you affirm to reality, and this is what you create in the hologram of your reality. So perceiving yourself and naming yourself as a different entity than source does not help you be in the flow of creation that she is. It is a subtle but very, very important stance that you need to adopt, or we invite you to adopt, in order to really find your sovereignty again and find all that you are as a fractal of source, as source itself. And you will see that naturally everything will flow in your life if you remember that you are her and she is you. You're so loved. Source loves you, and every single particle of your being and thus you're invited to love yourself in the same way. We are the Mella Collective, and we only bring you this message to remind you of the beauty of your nature, of the incredible, powerful nature of Source, and thus of your own nature, your creative nature. Source is a form of womb. You are as well, male and females. You are creators of your reality. We invite you to step up to that role, to that stance of amazing, beautiful creators. If the message offered by the Mella Collective today resonates with your heart, I have created an original Japanese washi shiogami paper art collage that grounds into physical matter through the colors, motifs, and composition, the essence and frequency of the simple, benevolent message shared with you today. You can own this original creation or printable digital file version of it to bring these benevolent high vibrations into your sacred space. See the links in the description of this video.